Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I got another tutorial for you guys. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a tree. Not the typical straight up tree, kind of like the Christmas tree, which is just a normal tree with lights on it. I'm going to show you how to make more of a, I don't know my trees, but a bigger, bushier tree. You're going to need at least 2 balloons or more, depending on how far you want to go. You're going to need 1 balloon with 260, which I use brown just for the base. Then at least 1 green 260. Now I actually have 3 green 260s here. I'll show you how to do it with just 1 or get as many involved as you like. So we're going to start off with the brown 260. Blow it about halfway. We're not going to use the whole thing. Tie it off and give it a squeeze and a stretch. Now I always like to start off with a double pinch twist for the trunk of the tree. This makes it a little bit wider. Then determine how far up the tree you want things to get started. So I like to go about a hand's width. I'm going to put in a pinch twist. Now this is not an exact thing. You can do it however you want to. I do it different every time. But I'm going to make a couple branches, just the main limbs of the tree, to support everything else. I'm just going to make a couple limbs. So I'm actually going to, in this case, I'm going to go out about 3 inches, make a pinch twist up, go out about 1 inch, and I'm going to break this off. All I really want is about 3, maybe 4 main limbs for the tree. And they can go in any direction. I'm going to have one just go straight off to the side. And I'm going to have another one. I'm going to go out about 1 inch and bring this one up. And then I'm going to do another pinch twist and have it go off to the side. And I'm going to break off the rest and I'm good. Like that. Tie it off. There we go. So that's the base of the tree. I got one just going off to the side, one going off and up, one going off to the side, up, and to the side again. But you can kind of do whatever you want. It's whatever you want to make of it. Because not every tree is the same. Every tree is a little bit different. So I don't do the same thing every single time. Sometimes all 4, sometimes all 5, another one going up, straight up. Whatever you want. Just remember, only make the main limbs because the greenery colors in everything else. It's just like when you're drawing trees. If you draw every single branch, it's gonna really stand out too much because all the leaves, all the greenery covers that over. So you just want a little bit of main structure because you always want to see that. Anyways, enough about that. Let's grab one of our green 260s and blow it up about halfway. Tie it off and give it a squeeze and a stretch. Now the main thing we want to do here is just have fun. We're going to make a lot of bubbles. Attach it anywhere you like. And we're just going to start making a bunch of 1-inch bubbles. Not all the same size. Vary the size. 1 inch, ½ inch, 1.5 inch. Just a bunch. Make sure you twist it though a bunch of times. Always twist the same direction. Because if I'm twisting this direction, but then I twist the bubble that direction, it immediately disappears. So always twist the same direction. Pick your direction and just twist. Now I'm going to twist off 5 to 7 bubbles. Again, it's not exact measurement. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to connect it to one of the other limbs anywhere I want. And I'm going to connect this pinch twist, wrap it around once or twice. Then I'm going to start making more bubbles. This very much is do it as you please. I'm just kind of showing the basic method and you can have fun with it yourself. I'm just going to twist off several bubbles, then connect it to another limb in another spot. I'm going to go up here to this one. And sometimes I'll even have it cross through other branches, so to speak, of leaves, other rows of bubbles. Like in this case, maybe I'll go down here and cross through that row of bubbles. Loop it through. Make a few more bubbles, have it come back and connect to something else. Just kind of go to town. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this one. I kind of ran out of room on that. But if you really want to, you can get to the point where you can just use 1 green balloon. Now obviously that's not what I'm going for here, but you can get it to where you just use 1 green balloon and get away with it just fine. But in this case, if I have time, I want to use 2 or 3 balloons. just to really fill it out. And I even grabbed multiple colors just to really vary it up, because all the trees being the same, all the leaves being the same exact color, just, you know, a bit much. Again, don't blow them up too much because you're going to make lots and lots of bubbles. So just blow it up a little bit, halfway at most. Probably even less than that, honestly. Alright, let's attach that over here. I'm just going to tie it to the end and start making my bubbles. Now in this case, I'm not twisting it back into a limb, I just twisted it into another row of bubbles. We're going to twist it, broke off the end, and twist that last one in there a little bit. Now we're starting to fill this tree out a lot more, it's starting to look a lot better. So I'm going to add in one more balloon, and you can honestly do as many as you want, just try not to overdo it to where it's just one big old glob. Just kind of feel it out. You want to fill it in, you don't want to drown it, if you get what I'm saying. And you can even start one on a green part, whatever. This is art. There's no rules to art, just guidelines. There we go. I think we got a pretty nice tree here. You can turn it around. Pretty full. Now just remember, even if it's not exactly how you wanted it to turn out, you're the only one who knows that. So just keep that to yourself. Because every tree is different and every tree is unique. You know, like, you know the famous artist. You know who I'm talking about. Happy little trees. Just happy little accidents. Anyways, Bob Ross for you there. In case you didn't know who it is. If you didn't know who Bob Ross is, look it up. Watch some videos. He's amazing. But yeah, so that's kind of my basic tree design, and I can switch it up a little bit if I want to make certain things. You know, maybe put a little tree house in there if I want to get really, really fancy, but that kind of is not super hard to do, honestly, but, you know, it's really taking it up a notch. Anyways, hope you guys like this, and one of the things I like about it is you can kind of see the limbs still in there, so it's not just a bunch of just green, just a stick up with green on it. That's why I put just the limbs, just the big ones. Anyways, if you guys like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe to the channel to see more awesome stuff like this, subscribe. I've got a challenge I'm doing on YouTube Shorts right now. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Just find my shorts. And I'm doing a 60-second challenge. So if you guys want to add to that, just hit me up. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week.